Welcome to this podcast by us at Zenler. So today we're going to be talking all about why running lives could be a great way to convert to sales and drive more revenue to your site. So let's, before we jump into the incredible benefits of running live events, let's take a moment to understand what exactly running live events entails. Running live refers to hosting real-time interactive running sessions, workshops or events using an online platform. Now, obviously we recommend Zenler for this, as you don't need any other subscription. You can just run Zoom from inside Zenler using Zenler's built-in Zoom capabilities. So it's an opportunity to connect with your audience, build a community and generate revenue, all while doing what you love. It's so powerful running lives. You know, it's probably the number one converting marketing tool. And we're looking at it as a marketing tool. You're talking to real people and you're converting them. You're warming them up, getting them straight into buying your courses. It is the number one way to convert to sales. Okay. So we're just going to start off by that, showing you how important lives can be. So what are the benefits of running lives? So let's break it down now. Revenue generation. Okay. So point one, revenue generation. Running live events presents a unique opportunity to monetize your passion for running lives. You can charge participants for attending your live sessions. Okay, so you could offer a small amount to get people into your live sessions, workshops, or even subscription-based models. So you could run it as in its own right. You know, we're looking at it as marketing at this point of view, but it is a revenue generating machine, if you like. Generally inside Zenler, we run lives inside of courses and things like that, just live events. So what we're talking about today is if you're just running a live to generate leads for marketing purposes. But remember that it is a revenue generating system in its own right, and number one at converting people to sales. So you also have an authentic connection. So one of the most significant things about running any kind of live is that you actually interact with the audience, and the audience get to know you at a personal level. Unlike pre-recorded videos that are already done, you know, they're already produced, people just watch them and it's kind of evergreen. You do get the connection that way, but you're never going to get the connection you get with a live audience where they're able to interact with you, they're able to see you and they're able to ask questions, which is obviously really, really important. So that brings us on to number three, which is community building. So lives are really good for building up communities and getting people to follow you and follow groups. And also you can shout about things that you're doing as well. We're going to talk about that in a second. But community building is a really good one. People get to interact with themselves. You know, they get to have a little bit of fun inside the live that you're running. And it's all just a really, really nice experience for your users, okay, and your community that you're building, especially if you're building from scratch. So point four is market research and feedback. So running live events offers a direct line of communication with your audience. This is key. This presents an invaluable opportunity to gather feedback, understand what your audience needs and identify their potential gaps or your potential gaps in courses and things that you're offering. By leveraging this real-time interaction, you can tailor your offerings to meet the demands of your community, ensuring a higher customer satisfaction and increased revenue potential. Okay, so let's move on to number five, which is enhanced brand visibility. So hosting or running lives can significantly increase your brand's visibility and reach. As your live sessions gain popularity, participants are likely to share their positive experience on social media, recommend your events to their friends, and help spread the word about you and your brand. This organic promotion can lead to an influx of new followers, customers, and of course, the all-important revenue streams. So, now we've explored the benefits, let's discuss a few practical tips to make your running lives a success. Quality content. Okay, tip one, quality content. Ensure your live events deliver exceptional value. Plan your sessions well, provide actionable tips, engage with your audience and address their questions and concerns. The more valuable your content, the more likely participants will return, refer others, and continue supporting your revenue generating initiatives. Okay? Consistency. Establish a regular schedule for running your lives, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Consistency builds anticipation, trust, helping you maintain an engaged audience. Stick to your schedule and communicate any changes in advance to avoid disappointing your loyal fans. Now, this goes through the books, right? Consistency is key to anything that you do online. And it's really important, especially with social media. You need to be consistent with the stuff you're putting out. There needs to be new content going out regularly. But with lives, it's even more important because people are turning up at a certain time and they get to know that time and they allow time in their schedule for that. So if you do change anything, you need to, we're not talking about ad hoc lives where you just go live. We're talking about schedules. If you said you're going to be here every week and then you just don't tell your users and you just don't run a session, that's a really bad thing. Okay, so consistency, and just if you do have to miss a session, you just need to tell people about it. Okay, that happens, but you just need to engage with your audience. Use it as a chance to say, look, I can't make it today because I'm doing this, and use it as a communication. Turn it as a negative into a positive. So number 3, promoting and marketing. Use various marketing channels to promote your running of lives efficiently or effectively. Leveraging social media platforms, email newsletters, and collaborate with influencers or other relevant communities. Engage in conversation, share behind the scenes content, and create a buzz around your upcoming sessions to attract participants and maximize revenue potential. Now, I'm going to give you a real world example. Us at Zenler, we often run events and lives all the time. We have lots of different types, but we do make sure that they are on our website. We do make sure that they are consistent, and if we change them, we do inform our audience, because obviously sometimes you do change things depending on how many people you're getting into lives, these kind of things. But we're always really, really careful about making sure that our users on our Facebook group particularly actually know what's going on. We also set these up as events as well, so people can click and then click through. So that is how we do it here, and that is the effective way, which I've just told you about promotion and marketing for point 3. So it brings us nicely on to number 4, which is engagement and interaction. Actively engage with your audience during live events. Respond to comments, answer questions, and make participants feel valued. Encourage interaction between participants, creating a vibrant and supportive community atmosphere. So this back and forward engagement is really, really important. Now, there's going to be lives, it happens all the time, where you go on and nobody comments, no one engages. You might have 20 people watching you and nobody says a word. It's like a tumbleweed going down the middle of a cowboy type film set. And that's fine. That's okay. But you need to ask them. Like, if you have any questions, please write them down. If you don't have any questions, because I'm doing a really good job at explaining this all to you, absolutely fine. But I want to engage with you. You need to let them know I want to engage with you. And I'm open to your questions and I'm open to answer them in front of you live. And that is a key thing. Make sure you follow up. Something that I wasn't going to cover here, but making sure you follow up. When you run a live event, just check the comments. Just check that notifications are coming in, because someone might have watched it on the replay and they might ask you a question after. And it's very important that you actually get back on there and you answer those questions that are asked. Yeah. So be careful with this, because obviously most of us are solo entrepreneurs, so we're doing it all on ourselves, and it's quite hard. It's always better to have a co-presenter with you who's actually fielding the questions to you or looking after that side of things. But as you're doing it on your own, try not to overstretch yourself when you're running lives, but they are very, very powerful. So running lives have the power to transform your revenue and create a fulfilling career on your own terms. Remember, it's not just about the money. It's about the connections you build, the impact you make, and the lifestyle you create for yourself. So thank you for tuning in to this podcast, brought to you again by Zenler.